everybody. Welcome back to What You Don't See, the podcast. As y'all can tell, we are in a beautiful location shooting today. We are at New Urban Living, and it is gorgeous. You all need to come here. You need to come shop here. They can customize anything, right? They said anything. The fabric, the colors, everything. If you are building a home, if you're moving into an apartment or a home, you definitely need to come check out New because it is gorgeous. So
they can make these into leather.
Yeah.
They can even change. They said the little studs. I mean, I want these chairs. They're freaking amazing.
They're gorgeous. And they're so comfortable.
Yeah. Beautiful. Everything here is gorgeous. So make sure you come check out New. We are so excited to be here, and we're so excited to talk about Latino culture, myths, legends, all the things that our moms and our grandparents told us, and discuss it. Is there truth to any of them? You know, like, can you really not go outside with your hair wet? You know what I mean?
So you're not supposed to because your face will turn. That's what my mom told me.
You're not supposed to do what?
You're not supposed to go outside when it's cold with your hair wet because your face will turn.
Okay. Turn what?
They did.
Turn, like it freezes.
Yes.
Like paralyzed,
like
right?
paralyzed,
Yeah.
yes. You
What?
Get paralyzed. That's what I heard.
That's what I was
My parents
told.
did say that.
I thought it was
That's
just because
true.
you would get sick.
No, you're supposed to get chueco. That's what my mom used to say. Se te va a hacer chueca la cara.
Sí, se te va a hacer chueca la cara.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought it was just because, like, you would get sick. That's what my parents had told me. Like,
Same thing
No.
walking barefoot. You know,
Yeah.
if you just got out of the
You have to
shower.
wear socks.
Or if it's cold, always wear socks.
Well-
Never be barefoot.
I would tell my kids, but I still tell my kids that.
Yeah.
That's like the truth. Like, you're supposed to have socks on.
I have never seen my mom walk barefoot. She
Really?
always has shoes on. Always.
My
Socks or
husband.
shoes. She is never barefoot.
And
My
I
husband, and
love
he's
walking
white.
barefoot.
I love being barefoot too. I'm barefoot
too.
all the time. Like at home, I
barefoot
never
all the
have.
time.
Yeah.
Yes, when I'm at the island, I wear chanclitas and I take them off most of the time and I'm walking barefoot. Like if there's no stickers. They do exist over there, so constant getting poked.
I think walking barefoot is healthy, but our Mexican parents and grandparents think that being barefoot, you're going to get sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very true.
I was told that I was told I had to take a shower when I was on my period with socks on, which my mom hated.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait
In
a
the
second.
shower?
Wait a second.
In the shower.
Oh,
You were
What?
told to put socks on in the shower?
In the shower.
What?
Yes, and I did it. I was
What?
I had my socks on. Yes.
What was it supposed to help with?
Cramps.
Oh,
Cramps.
and did it help?
I don't know.
What, is it like a placebo or did you? I don't know.
I was only 16 because I was a late bloomer, right? It was very,
You
very.
started at 16?
At
That is
16.
really, I thought I was late. I was 14.
Oh, no. I was so depressed because everybody was there and I wasn't. And finally, celebration, right? It happened.
Wow.
But my neighbor told me I had to wear socks. So I would put on my socks and my mom would get so angry because they were soaking and she had to wash them. Right? And that's
Okay. So earlier she kind of touched on this, and Sarah and I were like, "Yeah, makes sense. You don't want
Because
your
you-
feet to get cold." Right. But we totally missed the shower
It was
part.
inside the
did.
shower.
Yeah,
We
in the shower.
we were like, "Yeah, you should wear socks because your feet get cold and that can cause cramps
That
or
can
whatever."
cause you to have more cramps. So yes, I think you should wear socks when you're
Here
on
we
your
were
period.
agreeing with you. You must have thought we were crazy.
Well, no. I was like, oh
No,
my
she's
God.
like, oh, they do it too?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, it makes sense then this whole time.
No.
But I stopped doing it. I haven't done that since I was
Since you
a
started
kid.
to wash your own clothes, you stopped doing it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, so don't go outside with your hair wet. Wear socks in the shower while you're on your period.
It's crazy. Vicks.
My parents, my grandma, oh my God, my grandma would always put Vicks on my chest, whether I was sick or not. Like when we'd go to sleep,
Vicks
she'd put
everywhere.
Vicks on my
Vicks
chest.
everywhere.
My dad inside his nose, on the bottom of his, like everywhere, like
Really?
On your back?
yeah,
On your back?
all over the body.
I still
remember
put Vicks
that too.
on the feet of my
Yeah.
kids.
And then
when
put
they're
the socks
sick.
over.
Okay, but what does it do, guys?
It brings out all the heat, all makes you sweat. It helps you.
Are you
clean
sure?
up.
Brings the
Yes.
mucus out, right?
Are you sure?
I mean,
It
it
gets-
would help
helps
me
the-
back in
it
the
helped me a
it
ton.
helped me back
Was
in the
this
day.
something that you did growing up, Vicks?
No, my parents would do it. But
Yeah.
I never did the whole Vicks.
Okay.
You didn't do it for your kids?
No, my dad would do it. My dad would do so much. My poor kids were going through a lot already with my dad, with suppositories, like all kinds of. Yes.
I hated those. Those were so common back in the day.
They were so common.
Super common.
That's so
Oh my
wrong.
goodness.
No,
Yes,
not
yeah.
for me. That was
Suppositories?
Oh my!
How do you know
remember,
you never had one when you were a baby?
I remember my
Wait,
poor
is
cousins.
that?
When they stick
Yeah.
it up your butt.
I don't think I've ever had
My dad
it.
putting
Maybe
eggs-
when I was a baby, but I don't think so.
Oh yeah, my
Oh yeah, the suppositories are like huge.
Speaking of eggs, limpias with the eggs, grandmas.
Oh.
Did
Yes.
your grandma ever?
Yes.
yeah,
did
yeah.
that?
My mom
Yeah.
did do that. My
Explain
dad.
what that is for the viewers who don't know.
Well, it's just like a traditional, ritual.
But what
where
do you do?
Pasas el huevo. Yeah, you pass the egg.
Yeah.
You pass the
Clarify
egg all over
that,
your
please.
body while you're. I mean, especially, I think it's all like the powerful kindness of your grandma that's healing you. Or like her intention to heal you that actually heals you.
Yeah.
And of course prayer. So it's you grab an egg. You pass it like through the body, and then you just create crosses. Like crosses in your hands or crosses in the
With the egg.
with the egg, and then you're praying. I don't know what prayer.
You don't remember what
she would
grandma
do.
your prayer
just the
Our Father.
Our Father, yeah, and whatever good intention she was throwing at me, But one
then
time
you-
I remember I had a super bad stomach ache, and I couldn't stop crying, and my grandma's like, "Let me give you a limpia," with the egg, and it actually worked. Like I said, I don't know if it's placebo, like mindful, but it worked for me. It worked.
What about for susto? Because I remember I got chased by a dog, and I was so scared. And they did a whole huevo limpia for the susto.
Yeah. Also, water with sugar.
Yes,
Right?
yes, I
Did that
remember
ever
getting that
happen
too.
to you?
I
I
don't
don't
know
water
this
with
one.
sugar.
What about?
For the susto.
For the susto.
Or like
You
Coca-Cola
drink-
for the
you-
susto.
Oh yeah, Coke. You drink
Azúcar
it.
abajo de la
so you
lengua.
get a
I
hit of
remember that.
sugar.
Yeah.
You don't get low blood pressure from the susto,
What?
I guess.
Oh my god.
So that, it actually makes sense.
But
then.
it does make sense. It
That
works.
one I
does.
don't know about. The water and sugar.
Yeah,
that
water
one I
and
don't
sugar
know
or a
about.
Coca-Cola. Yeah, for
The Coca-Cola I know
For the
about.
susto.
For the
The
susto.
egg. Okay, but aren't you supposed to crack the egg after?
Yes. So after
Yes.
that, so the ingredients are like you need an egg, you need your powerful prayer grandma, or someone to pray over you with good intentions, and then you get a glass with water, and then you crack the egg inside the water. So you're supposed to see it like bubble up, like it comes like little symbols come out, or you start seeing like bubbles at the top. That means that you got ojo, mal de ojo, So sometimes it's like ojo. Have you guys ever heard of babies with the red ribbon when they have like hiccup?
Yes.
What?
Or like red ribbon
Yes.
for
The red ribbon
protection
or the hiccup,
too.
yes.
I remember my mom used to
That
do
one was
that.
crazy.
Or
How does
when
that
you're-
even work?
Or when you're pregnant and you put the red ribbon on your belly.
Oh,
and
yes.
it goes in a circle.
Yes.
Or
Oh, yes.
it goes this way. If it
That's
goes
what it
this-
means,
it's
right?
a girl or it's a boy.
Or
Yes.
boy, yeah.
And that I have 8 siblings, and my mom did it to all of us.
The red ribbon?
It was a ribbon, but with a nail. And then you put it right here. And I don't know which one's the boy or the girl. But all of us came back with.
It
The
tells
exact-
you
What
what,
she said.
What you're gonna have. So if I would have gotten pregnant again, I would have had a girl.
Got it. Got
Okay.
it.
Because I'm 2 boys and 1 girl. But I didn't get pregnant again.
Oh, okay.
Yes, no.
We're all like,
No.
What do you mean?
all of us are like, what's going
If I think if I would have had another baby, she would have been a girl. Because it does.
Or maybe you're gonna have a granddaughter.
I hope so. I hope so. Okay. That's
All
another.
of these
That's
things
another
are
podcast.
so like some of them I've forgotten about. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and now y'all are talking about them. I'm like, oh yeah.
Also, the red ribbon around pregnant women around the eclipse.
Eclipse.
Yeah,
Yes.
eclipse time.
Oh, somebody talked about that
Yeah.
for the eclipse. And
Yes.
oh, my friend, she was pregnant and she said they put a red ribbon around
Yeah.
her belly. Why?
Protection.
Protection from the eclipse. I had a friend who was
Interesting,
yeah.
pregnant recently, and I don't even know if it was an eclipse, but she put a pin.
What is
Okay,
that in
yeah, that's
Hispanic?
a pin.
Is that a Latina?
I think so, because she's Latina.
Yeah, I saw it in a Mexican blog.
She put like a safety pin, like right here.
All
And
my
I don't know
Latina
why.
pregnant cousins were doing it, so yeah, I'm thinking it's a Latina thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that it.
Do you guys
that
do
it
it?
is.
Let us know.
Yes.
This is also interesting. I don't like. Of course, ojo is a thing.
Ojo,
like,
ya mal de ojo.
Explain what ojo is.
So ojo is like the evil eye. Like somebody gives you the evil eye. Like say, for example, Sarah was just complimenting Magda.
On her boobs.
On her boobs.
Yes. And what did Magda
And
say?
what did Magda say? Touch them because you're going to give them ojo.
She was like, touch
Yes,
them.
hurry.
And what did we do?
And so what did we do?
Sarah and I
Yeah.
touched her.
I was too far.
See? So like, it's so ingrained in our culture
That
that we
is
don't even
too
think
funny.
about it. We're just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, touch,
Like,
touch.
or if you have a bracelet or something and somebody likes it and they don't
Oh, yeah,
say
touch
anything,
it.
they don't say that oh, it's so pretty, and they don't touch it, then it breaks.
Yeah,
You
touch
walk
it
out.
so it doesn't break.
Maybe that's what's going on with my dog. He's got so much ojo, he keeps
Also
breaking.
with babies,
so cute. Oh, babies,
yeah,
yeah.
you're supposed to like
Yes.
like give them a little rub after you're like, oh my god, what a beautiful baby.
supposed
Let
to
me
touch
touch them so I don't give them
Yeah.
mal de ojo. Yeah, because then somehow you go out to the store, come back home, and then the baby has like a fever, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, someone gave him mal de ojo. You know, like.
Or
It's not
like-
the bacteria, it's not the immune system.
It's
like,
not COVID.
No, no,
yeah,
Somebody
it's
gave
not.
them
It's
ojo.
mal de
Someone gave him
ojo.
ojo.
But like, where did that originate from?
Oh
Grandma.
man, grandmas, yeah,
But-
ancestors.
Like they really think that. I mean, I know that sometimes I think people can actually give you like.
Well, it's kind of
Bad
like
vibes?
to me, it's like energy, right?
Yeah.
So if you have bad intentions for someone, if you're like an angry person, you know, very like strong-headed towards someone, like you have like bad will towards someone, I don't know if it's gonna happen. It could if you're like a weak-minded person, maybe, and you feel like
If you don't have strong energy,
yeah, and strong
protect
energy
yourself.
to protect yourself. Like, I feel it does affect you.
So y'all can tell me if I'm crazy, but I feel like that can't affect me.
No, yes, of course.
It doesn't affect me because I have this very strong presence.
Mindset.
Yeah, that's what
I
we're
feel
saying.
like I'm protected from
Yeah,
that sort
always
of thing.
protected.
Yeah.
I always, one
I
of my
agree. I've
favorite
always said that.
affirmations, always divinely guided and protected. So
Yeah.
I'm okay. Nothing's gonna touch me. So yeah, it's all about belief system. Like all of this, myth stuff.
Yeah, I've been told by a lot of like Latinos, like, don't post your purses. You're posting too much about your husband and your trips, and somebody's gonna give
Le
you
van a hacer mal de
ojo.
ojo,
And I'm like,
yeah.
no, actually, I think I'm divinely protected
Yeah.
enough to where, like, no, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you can't penetrate my good energy,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So, but that's such a huge thing in our
Another
culture.
thing is like, no cuentes nada. Like don't say anything until
one
like
was-
until you
Yes.
happen.
That
That
was
one
hard
I
for
do
me.
still.
I believe
That
I believe
one
in that one a lot. Like
too.
I'm like I don't say anything because it's happened to me before where like I don't know, I tell older generations have a way completely different belief system that younger generations. So they're a little bit more hard-headed and it's hard to for them to believe in something new or
Yeah.
so I feel that if you say something to them and they're not really on that same vibe or they don't believe in what you're trying to accomplish, maybe they can give you like a bad comment or just something that can alter that like goal for you in a way. For example, my parents, I was like, oh man, they're giving out this grant, and what do you have to do? Nothing. I just have to apply for it, like tell them about my story, Latina entrepreneur, blah 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 blah. He was like, I don't know, like you have to like make sure
Right away, that's-
yes, like you have to make sure it's not a scam. You have like, are you sure you're not like you're receiving something without giving anything back? Like that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if, of course, I would never blame like my dad or my parents. Like,
Right.
oh, it was your belief system but
Yeah.
I didn't get what I wanted, right? But
Oh.
it wasn't because of that. It was just like something else, on my end. But yeah, it's just funny to, share those things. And
Yeah.
sometimes I rather not share them because I don't know. I don't want any like other
I'm still
alter
like
belief
that.
to alter what I'm going for.
I went through something like that with recently. There was this house I saw, I really loved it, right? And nothing penetrates me except for my family, right? So I went home and my husband was like, I'm not really sure. My kids were like, no, Mom, because of this. And I was like, stop giving me negative energy. If I want something, I always make it happen. If
Yeah.
I want it,
Yeah.
I make it happen. It doesn't matter
Exactly.
what. And I was like, man, now I don't want it anymore.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes away that, like,
Excitement.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It can take it
I'm
away.
very much like that too. Like anytime I've done something like a new project or new accomplishment, or what, for example, when I bought Exoticas, I didn't tell anybody.
I love that you bought
I
that.
didn't tell
Yeah.
anybody until we closed. And then I was
Yes.
like, okay, it's a done
It's
deal.
done.
Now I can talk about it.
Exactly.
The only people who knew about it was my husband and my family, like just a few, like my parents.
Your
and that's
parents,
it. You know
right.
what I mean? Like people who I know are going to give nothing but good
Exactly,
energy to help
exactly.
it along.
So when it comes to sharing, share with people that generally want to see you win,
And their
generally
energy
are
is
there
gonna
to
go a long
support
way.
you
I agree.
that's
and
something
love to
really
see
huge.
you,
That is-
accomplish things.
Yes.
Really huge.
I agree with that.
So I'm sure that like, you know, each of us probably has something big in the works, but we're not talking
Yes.
about it yet
Yeah,
because, you know.
Well, I'm gonna buy these chairs. I'm just saying. I
you
love these
already
chairs.
manifested
Yes.
that.
Or
so.
I'm
Beautiful.
manifesting
And
a chair
You keep
upstairs.
turning, and I'm jealous. I'm like,
Look, look, look.
come to New and buy these
touch
chairs.
it. Touch it. You're going to
Touch
get
it, touch it, touch it. You're gonna give it a haul.
It's beautiful.
It is. Look.
So something hilarious that Ingrid
okay.
mentioned.
Yeah.
Tell them what you said about sweeping.
Oh, my mom used to say, no barras de noche porque te vas a casar con un viejito. So don't sweep at night or else you're going to marry an old man.
Hey, I'm gonna start sweeping at
didn't
night. What are you talking about?
Tonight, Magda's going to be
I'm 18,
sweeping our
guys.
house.
Watch you meet somebody.
A
Do it,
viejito.
Magda.
Oh
Do
my
it. Do
But I
it.
don't want the viejito. It's already out there for me. I don't want it.
I don't want the viejito.
Yeah.
But what if a 50-year-old kind of is a viejito?
Yeah.
No?
Well, I'm okay as long as he looks good.
Okay.
But they sent me something and everybody tells me, oh no, he looks great. But I'm like, no.
You don't see it. Yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
No.
I'm not ready.
Well, a hot viejito.
Okay, so I'm gonna be
Sweep
sweeping
tonight
on a hot viejito.
on a
Thinking
hot
about- on a hot
viejito.
viejito.
Yeah.
That's it. I had never heard that one before.
I think I
Yeah.
have heard that one.
I've never heard.
And where
Back
does
in
it
my
originate from? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Like that was just out of this world strange.
Yeah, like-
you know what I mean?
Well, I think the socks in the shower is. I think that.
Yeah,
one,
they fucked me up.
That one was, yeah. I think that one wins. Yeah.
Sarah and I were both wait.
Yeah. No, they fucked me up. My mom was so mad, so I had to stop doing it.
I would beat my kids.
What
if they would-
about going under a ladder for It's That Luck?
Oh, that's
I think
true.
that's
stepping
universal.
on a crack? That's universal, right?
Yeah,
Stepping on a crack,
like
mirrors
the
ladder.
back or something.
Mirrors breaking.
It's like
Salt,
7
Salt,
years.
dropping salt.
Dropping
you have to
salt.
throw
Oh,
it
Black
behind
my
your
family's
back.
all about the
Yeah.
salt.
Don't
Black
pass the
cats.
salt. Black
Yeah.
cats.
But a
Yeah.
lot of this I feel is universal, right? Like walking under a ladder is
It's
bad
universal.
luck. Universal.
Yeah,
Is the salt thing universal or is that a Mexican thing?
It's kind
I
of like
don't know.
pasando la sal, so maybe it is.
My whole family, when with the sal, it's a
When it
whole
falls.
drama, and I'm
When
just
it
Man,
falls.
when I'm trying to
Get
get
it.
salt for my we're having lunch or
Yes.
dinner, it's like, can you pass me the salt? No, I can't pass it to you. They have to like like
That's my
push
sisters.
it, shove
Knock
it
on
towards
wood.
you.
Knock on wood.
wood,
Is
yeah.
I do knock on
That's a
wood.
universal thing, right?
I've learned. I didn't realize it was a habit. Like,
You're like,
Yes, it's kind of like a habit. You're right.
yeah, like I wouldn't even. I'd be like, you know, this isn't wood, obviously, but I would like knock, and I would knock on wood, and then I realized I was knocking on wood. Like it's a superstition.
Yeah.
I knock
Yeah.
my forehead.
Leaving your purse on the floor because all the money
that-
goes.
Oh,
true.
that one is that
was
one. I
You're not supposed to put your
Guys,
purse on
I
the
Yes.
put my purse on the floor all the time,
She's
and I
like,
can
money
tell
comes
you
all the
it's
time.
not true.
Not even the car's floor. Like my mom's like, no,
No.
on the seat.
Okay, I'm big on that one. I do not put my purse
Yeah.
on the floor.
I think my purse might be on the floor right now. Oh no,
So
it
you-
was earlier, but no, I've never been like weird about putting my purse on the
What
floor.
about el cucuy?
Oh.
Everybody got scared.
That's how my mom would put me to sleep.
La
El coco,
Llorona.
El
La
coco, la
Llorona is the
Llorona.
big one.
La Llorona is a big one. So for those who don't know, La Llorona is a legend in Latino culture about a woman who, did she drown her kids?
She drowned her kids.
She
yeah.
drowned her kids, and if you don't behave, La Llorona's gonna
Come and drown you.
come in, and because supposedly she's out there always
She's
looking,
looking
for
for
her
them,
kids.
yeah.
Like she's always crying, looking for her kids, and if you don't behave, she's gonna get you. That was
Oh,
what
yeah.
we were told.
Or the mirror that when you isn't there like a
Bloody Mary.
Yes.
But that's like white people, right?
Is it white?
Or is it Mexican? I don't know.
No. That's a movie here. It's not Mexican. It's not
Oh.
Latino.
It's not Latino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember that from like Candyman, right?
Candyman,
that's
Candyman.
right.
Oh, that was such a good movie.
They're
Did
gonna
La
commit
Llorona
you.
actually exist?
I think so. It's like a
El
legend.
chupacabra.
El chupacabra.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Is
What-
it real?
It's
I
like
I've
a
seen
monster
pictures.
that eats goats and
animals.
shit.
It eats
Yes.
kids.
Yeah.
Right?
anything.
Oh, that's how they would
Carnivore,
say it,
yeah.
chupacabra.
Like,
The
he's not
chupacabra is
doing
going to come for you.
The one that would scare me the most was La Llorona, because in Cameron County we have resacas, and supposedly she hangs around water because that's where she drowned her kids. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Oh.
So like in Brownsville, there's a lot of resacas, and so like anywhere where there's water at night is like. And so like there was canals all like around where I lived,
the
so I was like
canals.
terrified all the time being around water of La Llorona.
These myths that like they shape your brain. Like
They
when
do.
you're
They
little.
do. They do.
And we don't even think about them. Like here we are knocking on wood. Or like
Our purse,
Touching-
the
touching
touching
size.
Magda's boobs because we don't want to give them all, and we don't even think twice about them. It's so crazy how much these things like shape our life.
It goes to show like how badly it's like in your mind.
Yeah.
And this is literally what creates all of your belief systems
Yes, you're right.
forever. Anything you learn at that age from 1 till you're 7
Birth.
years old, like that's deep in your subconscious.
Is that
That's how
considered
you're gonna
childhood
act the rest
trauma?
of your life.
Is that considered childhood trauma?
Is that considered? Yeah, is
Yeah,
it?
In a
little bit.
way,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Talk
you're
about therapies.
traumatized. Yeah.
That's going to be one of
Yeah.
our next episodes.
Yeah.
And yes, because we believe in this. What else
It's
do we
part of your
believe in?
life.
What else did they? Yeah, it's
Yeah. What else did you pick up in your childhood that has
that
made
we're
you who you
still
are
bringing
now?
back. That we need to stop bringing back.
Or that we create judgment based on it.
Right.
Judgment of other people.
Or that
and
holds you
cultures.
back.
Yep.
Or that holds
Definitely.
you
Limiting beliefs.
Limiting beliefs.
Limiting beliefs.
Right.
Here at New. I love it.
Here at New. So we want to hear what your parents, Latino or not, taught you about myths, legends, all those things. So share them in the comments because we'd love to know them and we'd love to share them. Again, come visit New because it's beautiful, and we'll see you on the next episode.